Hello and welcome to another cooking extravaganza with me. It's Nicholas's dad. And today I'll be making rock buns, which for those who don't know is shaped like a rock, but it's a bun. Right, so God knows why. They just look like a rock, but they're a bun and they're tasty as hell. Right, so hands washed, ingredients all over here, bowl, and me. We're ready. That's me as well, by the way. Right, so first things first. As part of our ingredients, we'll be firstly starting with getting flipping thing ready. Right, go to zero, which is first we want 225 grams of self-erasing flour. The R trace, I'm measuring it again. So we are now at 180, 190, 229. That's near enough for me. So there's our self-raising flour, because it's self-raising. Otherwise it'd be plain. Right, okay. Right, because I'm extremely tidy, let's place that straight away in my tub. You can see that before you get loads of them little bugs. Done. Flour, done. Right, then what we want is our caster sugar. That wants about 80 grams. Let's hopefully I've got 80 grams. So 230 plus 80 is 310. So put my sugar in there, up to 310. Done. Don't know what that is. Get that out. Right, 310. That's done. That's my caster sugar. And then I put my baking powder in now, I think. So about a tablespoon of that. So which I'll put just two of these. That's about equates to a tablespoon. So yeah, we have got our baking powder in. So that's our baking powder, our flour, caster sugar. What else do I want? I've got them in, so yeah, they're all mixed. Okay, put that back to zero, because then what we want to do is we want to add our butter. I can't believe it in butter, but it is butter. But why put, I can't believe it, because it is. Right. So, I'm supposed to cube this up to make it easier to rub in, but I can't be bothered. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in like this. We roughly, what do we want? It was about 125, so we'll put, I'll bang that and go into there like that. And then we'll go another one, and we'll put that in there like that. And then we'll put another one, and then we'll put that in there like that. And then we'll put another one. And then we'll put that in there like that. And then we'll put another one. And we'll put that in there like that. Sorry, you're getting bored yet. Right, so I'm banging my butter in. I don't want to all put it in one place, so I'll separate it. Put that all around. We're wanting about 125 in there. So at the moment I'm at 90, 105, and I reckon that will be about 120, and that will be about 125. Perfect, you know, I think you'd think I've done this before. Right, so we've got our butter and our baking powder and our flour, and we're going to just rub that together. I should have music on when I'm doing this, shouldn't I? But that'd detract from all the wisdom that I'm sharing with you. So I won't put that on. I'll just show you me mixing my flour, my butter. Oh, I can't believe it in butter. Well, it is though. No, I can't believe it, but it is. I don't know why anyone would do that, so anyway. So you want to mix all these together. And then once you've got it pretty much to a point, I'm going to add the currants. So rub in the butter. Currants, you're supposed to put anything you want in, like sultanas. I'm not a fan of sultanas, so my take is currant. I don't mind currant, I just don't like sultanas. Might be Dad, he don't like sultanas either. He's a proper Yorkshireman though, so we don't like that kind of crap, rubbish. Sorry, Ma. Whoops. So yeah, mixing all that together nicely. Oh, I love baking. Don't do enough of it. Don't get much time. But my fans, they've all been asking for it. People down the street saying, you know, Rich, would you mind doing some more cakes? Because your coconut tarts were lovely. Deirdre from number 30, she says, oh Richard, your tarts are so fantastic. I said, I know, I'm glad you like them. But they keep asking me to make them. And I keep saying no. The point of me doing this is so that you can watch me and gather tips and do your own. So Sid and Leo at work, watch these and get yourself baking some. It's grand. So yeah, that's nicely rubbed in. I'm just going to add my currants now. Now currants wise, it's to preference, to be honest. But what I like to put in about 150, so there's quite a good taste in there. So again, I'm going to bang that on there. I'm going to set it to 0. I'm going to get my currant. And then I'm going to struggle to open the bloody thing, so I should have done it before. Right. I know, Jeff Cakes. Right, so I'll get my skizzers, and we'll cut that in. Right, and we want roughly about, well, let's say about 150, but I'm gonna go by what I prefer. And I'll put about, I don't know, what should we do? I'll do 100. Right, that'll do me. That'll do me. Then again, just give that a bit of a mix. See what it looks like. If you've got not enough fruit when you're mixing it, then you can always add a bit more. I think that for what I like, that is about perfect. So, mixture wise, that's what it looks like. It looks like a mixture. It's weird, isn't it? Right, mixture done. Boosk. Just get rid of fragments around my fingers, because your next step is you want something to mix in. So what I'll do is I'll get something to mix in. Oh, and lo and behold, here's something to mix in. You know, this blooming cooking palaver, eh? Right, you need an egg. So, I shall come over here and get my egg. Smash that into there, making sure there's no shell, because if there's any shell, my son don't like it. So, there's my egg. Once I've got my egg in there, give it a bit of an hand wash, because we want to be, we don't want to be making a mess. Right, so, my egg's in there. Oh look, it's Nicho. Wave at the camera, Nick.
Hi.
And I'm Nicho's dad.
What are we making?
We're making rock buns. Do you know what a rock bun is?
No.
It's a bun that looks like a rock.
Is it black?
What the? Why would it be black? It's just a rock bun. I mean, what you're saying, I haven't washed my hands. Right, next, we have got vanilla extract, because that makes it taste like vanilla. Right, so my vanilla extract, we'll put 2 tablespoons of that in. God, your hair's grown.
It's been 15 years.
Has it been 15 years? Wow. So we'll place 1, we'll place 2, and I'll put a little bit more in. So that's my vanilla extract, right? So I've got my vanilla in, and then all I need is my milk, sorry. I'll just come past you.
I'm very, very creepy with this hair. Look.
I know, you look like some kind of werewolf.
No, I look like a serial killer doll.
Come over here.
Yeah.
You look like a serial doll.
No, like a scary skinwalker doll.
Okay. I don't think people will know what a skinwalker is.
It's something that mimics a person.
Okay.
And when you get close to it, it just randomly chases you, then tries to kill.
Oh, that sounds great for a baking program, Nick. Right. So my mixture. I've got an egg in there. I've got vanilla in there, and I've got my milk in there.
Yes, I'm gonna say skinwalkers. You can come here, but don't eat us. Eat the rock buns instead. I bet you'll like them.
What about me? If they eat my rock buns, then what can I eat? Look, that's my mixture. Don't try not to get the hair in it.
Bits?
They're currants, right? So
I like currants.
try one. My son's quite difficult. Yeah, okay. So he likes currants. Right? So milk in there. So we've got all of our, in there we've got our flour, we've got our castor sugar, we've got our baking
That
powder.
tastes like a raisin.
Well, currant's like a raisin but smaller, and it's not quite a raisin, but it's a... Right, so okay, we've got that in there. So we're going to pour that in and we're going to put it into our mixture. So bit by bit, I'm going to do it with my spoon. What we're wanting to do is to start to bind the mixture together. Okay, get that poured in so that I can grab my mixture. Shout out to Scott. Right there. Say hi to your Uncle Scott, Nick.
Hi.
He's the one that gives you all the pound coins so that you can go and buy your little bits and bats from the machine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Uncle Scott.
He's kind.
He is. And if you remember when you were younger and I took you to office, he gave you a plane that you could throw in air. You remember?
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah. Right, so there's your mixture. So
Yummy.
it is yummy.
That
So-
looks very yummy.
Once you mixed it up, it's looking like that. And what it is, it looks like a mixture. Because it's a mixture.
Of me and him.
Oh, what's in here? So there's your mixture. So, done. I don't need any more mixture in there. I don't need any more milk or out because it's perfect. So, next step, we want cooker to be at 180. So we'll bang that on.
Are you born from a dinosaur? Because you're evolving into one.
Cheers, son. How can I be evolving into a
Your
dinosaur?
feet!
Oh, my feet. Oh, sorry, yeah. Nicho's just noticed I've got some, my feet have evolved. So, all my mixture's done. My cooker's on. I want to get that hot. What I'm going to do with this mixture is I'm going to just put one bit on there, like so. You're not making it look pretty or anything, you're just banging it on like that. Get this one, and I'll put another blob there because they're going to get about twice as big as what you're putting them on. So, next one, I'll bang one sort of in the middle.
That's what you used for your barbecue thing.
What, the grease paper?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
It's the same thing, but just not as greasy now.
Sort of, yeah, you're right. Right. So, that's on my grease-proof paper.
You better shout out to the Tic Tac makers. I love Tic Tac.
We know you love Tic Tacs. So yeah, put all that together. I'm going to put 5 on this, out of that amount of mixture. And then I can eat 5 all to myself.
Well, everyone, give a big shout out to my friends. Ryan, Caden, Jacob, and Tony, which is Kristen Cronkite. Ooh.
Yep.
What's behind your ear? Oh, look what I found behind your ear. I'm a magician.
That's just from my mum, because she said I'm always licking my fingers.
If you
Taste what that's like.
how?
By just putting your finger in there. Like,
Oh, I need to move my hair.
So,
My hair's big.
just a little bit.
Right.
Well, your grandma will be going mad now because she's always saying, "You're always licking your fingers, Rich."
If you try to get a magician to tell you their tricks, they won't, because a magician never tells his tricks.
Perfect. Right. So, done. What you should have when you're finished is your buns ploughed onto grease-proof paper. That's paper that's grease-proof, by the way. Right? Done. Cooker, you've got that on. Hopefully it's warmed up while your son coughs all over all that food and everything. Right? And you're going to want to put it in there on gas mark 180 for 15 minutes. It should be about between 15 to 20. So what I'm doing is, I will bang it on for 15. I will shove my grease-proof in there, in the middle shelf. And shut door. And that's it. So, I shall take a photo when it's completed. But that's how you do a rock bun. And a rock bun is a bun that's shaped like a rock. Hence, rock bun. So, we will bid you a goodbye from me, from Nicholas's dad, and co-starring Nicholas, who's walked out of the picture. Are you going to say goodbye? You're the famous one, not me.
I'm not famous.
Well, you are. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you in part 2.
Now there's just going to be pictures to show exactly what it tastes like as I'm putting them all in my mouth and eating them all to myself.
You're gonna let me have one.
No, I can't condone any sort of violence.
I'll hit you with my spider tackle.
Uh-oh.
I need my
No, round there. No. Right. I'll see you in part 2 when I put my photos on, just before I eat all lot to myself, like I said. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See ya.